Good day everyone, I'm Bagon, and for today we have this group policy and organization activity wherein we will apply certain privileges for users and admins. So what the first thing you're gonna do is in your start, go to administrative tools and then go to Active Directory users and computers. And then in here, you're gonna select your users. Then after your users, we need to create two different organizational unit. So to do that, we have to right click the tftbranch.com.ph, the new, and then organizational unit. So first now, we're gonna name it as administrator. Then create another one. So this is for users, but let's just name it as BSIT. Since you already have a group name views, we have already have a folder named users. So let's name it as BSIT. So after that, we created the organizational unit. What we're gonna have to do now is to create our GPOs, which is in here. Perform the following rules in group policy for specific users and admin. So what we'll have to do, is go to your start, administrative tools, go to group policy management, then you're gonna go to your forest and then domains. So here we'll have our our organizational unit that we created. So we're gonna start with administrators. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna edit the privileges of this organizational unit, or basically we're gonna create a GPO. Let's create a GPO first. Let's start for users first actually. Create a GPO. So let's use a specific name. For now, let's go with I'm fine. So we're gonna name each section a specific GPO. So for this part, we're gonna name this as, since this is for user, I'm gonna set this user interface settings. Then create a new GPO. For the next part, we're gonna name this as user browser settings. Then for the another GPO, we're gonna name it as user access settings. Now that we created our GPO, we're gonna right click on the user interface settings first. I'm gonna edit that. And now we're gonna change the access of users. So most of the users here will be enabled since we're editing users for now. So now we're gonna start with remove links and access. So under computer config, I go to computer config, policies, and administrative templates, and I'm gonna go to system, user configuration. I'm gonna go to policies. Under policies, go to administrative templates, and then select the start menu and taskbar. So in here, we're gonna find those things. So to make it easier, just click the setting word to organize it alphabetically. So we'll find the remove links and access. We're gonna find remove links and access to Windows Update. So gonna edit this. Since this is for users, we're gonna enable this. So click to enable, and then click apply, then OK. Next is remove network connections from the start menu. Gonna find remove network connections, which is here. Edit, enabled, OK. Next is remove help menu. So edit, policy settings, enabled, OK. Edit, user config, policies, Windows settings. Since what we're gonna be doing is the Internet Explorer browser title, Internet Explorer, your browser user interface, browser title, and then customize title bars. So the format is the domain name. The domain name is tttbranch.com.ph. So gonna click OK. Now we're done on your user browser settings. So now onto the next GPO, the user access settings. So what we're gonna have to do is prohibit access to LAN connections, command prompts, and editing tools. So policies. Policy settings enabled, then OK. So now that we finish setting up the GPO for our BSIT, the user access settings, user browser settings, and user interface settings, we have now to create the same GPO for our administrators. So in this administrator organizational unit, I'm gonna do the same, create a GPO. So now it will be named as admin interface settings. Next is admin browser settings. Next is admin access settings. Now we have some configuration to do here. Since sa administrator organizational unit is admin lang ang pwedeng maka-access, diba? So, ang gagawin natin dito ay sa default domain policy, we're gonna go to under the security filtering. Since domain lang ang pwedeng maka-access nito, I'm gonna go to remove these authenticated users since they are not admin users. Then here we will add the administrator. So admin, just check names. There are 2 administrators for now. So we can add both. They are both considered administrator naman. Okay. Then add again. And now this way, only mga admins ang mga pwedeng maka-access nito. Now let's continue with this GPO. So same as earlier, you're gonna edit the GPO and then change the settings based on the instructions. I'm gonna find the Internet Explorer browser title. Same as before, user configuration, policies, Windows settings, Internet Explorer maintenance, and then the browser user interface, and browser title. Check the customized title bars, it's the domain name, so activity branch, platform.ph, so okay. Now we're gonna do the admin access settings, GPO admin access settings, so edit. Then prohibit access to properties of components of a LAN connection, so that's user configuration, policies, administrative tools, system, control panel, then prohibit access to prohibit access to the command prompt. So we're gonna find it here in oh policies, administrative tools, and then system. So prevent access to the command prompt. Get policy settings and then disable. Apply, okay. And then the registry editing tools as well. Now we have set a GPO for our admin and users. So now that we finished creating our GPOs, we're gonna do is select them all, right click, enforce. So yes, they want to change the enforce settings for this GPO links, just click OK. Same as for the users, for the BSIT, enforce, and then after the enforcement, we're gonna start the PC. Then after the restart the PC, it should now be applied and enforced. So that's how you create a GPO for a specific organizational unit. Thank you and goodbye.